Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a brow tutorial. I'm going to show you guys what I use, and I feel like it's a very simple tutorial, especially for those of you guys that are just starting out with brows. Sometimes it can be a little intimidating when you go through other videos. I feel like a lot of girls like using a lot of product to get the brow that they like, and that's fine, but I honestly just use one product and this is the result that I get. In the video you'll be able to see exactly how my brows are, so you'll see why I fill them in. They're a little bit thin, they're a little bit sparse, but at the end of the day I feel that the way that I do them, it makes them look as natural as possible without making them look overdrawn. So if you guys are interested to see how I do it, just keep watching. Okay, so I start off with the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer in Dark Brunette. It's a very fine pointed pencil, so it allows me to go into detail with my brows. Starting at the bottom, I draw out the shape little by little. I don't usually draw the whole brow and then fill it in. I like to go in little steps, very light strokes, and just kind of concentrating on where there is sparseness. At the top, I start by drawing out that arch where I like it to go, and I just draw it out and then, like I said, fill it in with light strokes. I go in and measure from the corner of the eye up to the eyebrow and try and figure out where it should end, and I extend it a little bit. Next, I work on the top and I try to make it a little bit thicker because my brows, like I said, are on the thinner side. So just take your time doing this, because if you try and draw out a straight line across your whole brow on top, it's gonna look too drawn out. So baby strokes and light feathered strokes are the way to go when doing your brow, and really use the spoolie on that pencil. The spoolie is going to really help you soften those lines and make it seem like there's just brow strokes, hair strokes I mean, instead of one big line. Now I'm working in the inner part of the brow, and I like it to look a little bit feathery, so I just went ahead and drew even lighter strokes so that it doesn't look as dark as the rest of the brow. That way you get a little bit of that gradient effect. And I'm just going back into the brow and making sure that everything is perfected. Haha, just showing you guys the difference that it makes. So next brow right here, this is the one that gives me the hardest time. Again, I start at the bottom and make sure that any sparseness is filled in with some light strokes. Again, try to keep the inner brow a little bit lighter than the rest of the brow, just to make sure it looks a little bit more natural. So just keep in mind, lighter strokes are better when working in that area. And I'm just checking to make sure everything's nice and even, and then I go on top and work on that arch. If you feel like you draw on too hard, again, that spoolie is your best friend. I'm just making sure that it's extended far enough, and it is, so I don't draw a little bit more than it needs to. And then on top, again, go ahead and do just really light strokes and kind of drawing out and building that brow, going back and forth with the spoolie just to make sure that it doesn't look like a straight edge or a straight line. And this side of the brow usually gives me a little bit more of a hard time to build, so I do take a little bit longer when I'm working on this brow. I don't know why it takes me that long, but it does. And then once again, going into the inner brow, light strokes, using that spoolie to feather it out a tiny bit. And these are the final results. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.